Yep.
Impressive. Excellent.
Good. All right, we are back. NSPN here live at Ducky's down here in South Tampa on Kennedy Boulevard. My man Jay Buck, as we just see the Bucks go in the end zone. Chris Godwin.
Tampa!
The Bucks just go about 95 yards in about 6 plays. Everybody touching the ball. Evans, right. Godwin,
everybody getting in the action.
Brown.
Brown had one.
Fournette caught a little check down.
Chris Godwin had about 3.
Yep. He just gashed him for about a 25-yard, 30-yard seam route for a touchdown. Bucks go up 6-0, extra point pending here. And cool thing, I like they ran hurry-up offense. It wasn't in a huddle. Absolutely. It was snap the ball, let's go, snap it again.
Absolutely. I think this game is rhythm.
Yep.
It's important for the offense to continue that momentum from last year to get into some form of rhythm. So.
And of course, we have some special teams disaster here as the extra point gets blocked. So 6-0 Buccaneers mid-first quarter. Again, not good sign. Very bad first drive for the Bucks. False start, running play blown up in the backfield, a couple incompletions. Nice job on the second drive.
Second drive, a lot better. Seem to be more in sync. So second drive is good for it.
That's what you want to see out of Brady in the offense. Is the protection was there. He was getting the ball out of his hands in rhythm. That's the Tom Brady and the Buccaneer offense we're used to seeing the latter half of 2020.
Absolutely. And that drive, Brady appeared to be a little bit more comfortable. During the offseason, it was some talk that Brady, even last year, Brady, it was around week 8, week 9 when he started to get comfortable with the playbook.
Yep.
So, he was able to, to gain that momentum.
Yep.
So it looks like that second drive is showing, a little bit of comfortability.
He and Byron Leftwich are definitely on the same page now.
Absolutely.
Been in the system over a year now. He, Arians, and Leftwich. There's no thinking of what to do. He's just reacting now. Tom is.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk Buccaneer defense. What do you want to see out of the Buccaneer defense tonight? The starters, especially.
Mainly with the starters. First thing I want to make clear: healthy.
Yes,
I want everybody to lead the game healthy, not just defense as well as the offense.
Everybody.
But the main thing that I'm looking to see, is just that continued continuity. With the front seven.
You got JPP, Barrett.
Barrett.
No Sue tonight because of the COVID. But you got Vita Vea, you got Will Golston, Devin White, Levante.
And we got Nacho. We got Nacho that have that experience.
They got good depth. They got good depth.
Absolutely. I think last year he held his own, so don't get me wrong. I mean, nothing can replace Sue's presence, but it's good, we still have some familiarity, on the line. So,
and I want to see the guys on the back end cover. No blown coverages.
Absolutely.
You're playing against a pretty weak Houston Texan team tonight.
Yes.
Tyrod Taylor's the quarterback. All kind of speculation about Deshaun Watson getting traded here pretty soon.
Absolutely.
So Miami's in the mix.
In the mix.
Which tells me they've gotten some kind of indication from the NFL that he's not going to get suspended for the entire year. Maybe 4, 5, 6 games.
Maybe.
But
my biggest thing, and not even make this about whatever Miami, but I just think that they're that quarterback play away. Deshaun can do that,
and you got to think Tua will be part of the deal going back to Houston.
Yes,
if they do make this trade, Tua will go to Houston as well as a couple number ones and a couple of other picks.
Absolutely,
for sure. Because that tells me with all this trade chatter coming up today, that he's not going to be suspended for the whole year.
Not for the whole year.
Because Houston, nobody be making,
especially for what Houston wants in return for what team's going to
no
have to
team
give
would,
up.
Yeah, no team would pay that if they knew he wasn't going to play the whole year.
Absolutely.
I don't think, but you never know. All right, Bucks coming out on defense here. Second drive for the Texans. Good kickoff coverage there by the Bucks, which is one thing we've had some issues with in the last couple years under Arians. It's kickoff coverage, returns. And this is where the guys at the bottom of the roster are going to earn their keep.
Absolutely.
The backup defensive backs, the backup linebackers,
Yes.
defensive linemen.
Yes.
Here we go. 1st and 10, balls on the 21. Again, Buccaneer defense the last 2 years been the number one run defense in the whole league.
The whole league.
So
And I don't see them letting up this year.
Yep.
Todd Bowles is doing an amazing job with mixing up these schemes.
Yep, and that allows the JPPs and the Shaq Barretts to pin their ears back when they know it's 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8. There ain't no threat of a run because because they got Vea and Sue in the middle there and Devin White behind them. Those guys can really unleash.
Absolutely.
Little crossing route there. Okay, it's going to be about 3rd and 2. What are your thoughts on the first-round draft pick, Joe Tryon? What do you think his role is going to kind of be?
A steal at 32, and my thing, they're going to figure out a way to get him on the field. I foresee him seeing a lot of third downs or being in a lot of passing situations or passing defense. I foresee them moving JPP on the inside.
It's a defensive tackle.
Absolutely. So,
kind of like the Giants did back in the day with Justin Tuck when they played Brady.
Absolutely.
Kind of their NASCAR, kind of a speed
but
front
they're going to
four.
have to figure out a way to get Tryon on the field.
If he can be productive, he's been pretty productive in preseason. That has some continuous pressure. But it'll be interesting to see how they – and obviously from a depth perspective, if Barrett or JPP get hurt, he's a perfect fill-in. You're not having to put a guy in who's not a natural pass rusher.
Right.
Tryon knows how to rush the passer from his college days. So, again, be interesting to see how, Todd Bowles. I don't think you'll see a whole lot of blitzing tonight.
Nope.
Maybe a little bit because that's just the way he is. He's a blitzing coach, but you won't see the elaborate stuff that they're going to say for Dallas and Dak Prescott. Nice play. That's your boy Nacho. It looks like made a play there on the first down with the long hair. I like the dreads. He's got the long hair. Good job there.
He was able to fight off 2 blockers.
Yep.
Guys to play.
Guys to be looking for tonight. Nacho, McClendon, Patrick O'Connor.
Yes.
Tryon's going to get a lot of snaps.
Khalil
Davis is a bubble guy. Yes. He needs to show up if he wants to either make the roster or they're getting gashed here. David Johnson with a big run of about 20. So that's not what you want to see if you're Todd Bowles. Remember the Houston.
What was that? Mike Edwards that made the tackle?
Yeah, one of the DBs. Yep, the safeties. But this Texan team is in full rebuild. I mean, you got they have made it clear they're going to trade Deshaun Watson. You got Tyrod Taylor. You got David Johnson, who they kind of brought in. They brought in Mark Ingram, I think, from the Ravens. Older guy. I think this is going to be a full blown rebuild. Kind of looking to get some draft capital for next year.
Absolutely. And just a few seconds ago, we mentioned Mike Edwards. What is your thoughts? And when we talk about position battles, what about Mike Edwards and
Whitehead at safety, and you got Antoine Winfield. He's gonna play a lot. I mean, they like to rotate the safeties a little bit. I think you'll see Whitehead and Mike Edwards rotate a little bit. I don't think Winfield's coming out.
Oh no,
Winfield ain't coming out.
Winfield not coming out.
Yeah, I think that those are the 2 spots where you'll see some rotation. And again, he's a great depth guy. He can be a nickel guy, and you'll see,
But out of the safeties, he is the one that has the knack for the ball.
He does. Made some big plays last year.
Yes.
Yep.
During key moments.
That's right. So again, NSPN. I'm Jason Powers along with Jamal J. Buck. He's going to be. We want to thank Gio and Duckies for having us out here tonight down here on West Kennedy.
Gio.
My man Gio. It's a great place to watch football, man. I come here every Sunday during the regular season before this was set up.
Everybody that's watching live, it's not too late. Get down to Duckies. We down. We having a good time.
You can call in. Yeah, you can.
So if you in the area,
South Tampa, we're down by UT, down here in South Tampa. Stop by for a beverage. The game will be on for another 2.5 hours at least. Come on by for a beverage, have some wings. I saw you eating some chicken wings.
Yes.
Good wings here. Great nachos. Very, very good crowd on hand. Peter Blake's going to be on at halftime, doing a halftime post-game show. He's going to have guests, all kind of stuff. So plenty of time for you to be involved. Obviously, check us out on NSPN as we give you some real-time commentary. Bucks, Texans, last preseason game. Cut down day is Tuesday, the deadline. They'll probably cut them down probably Monday at the latest. Again, every team in the league's got to do it. They got to cut down to 53. Remember, they can add, I think, 12 guys to their practice squad. So a lot of these guys that get cut might get added back to the practice squad. But I can promise you, there'll be somebody from another team that gets brought in, whether it's practice squad guy or an active roster guy at the bottom of this roster. And don't be shocked if there's a trade or two. I think a guy, again, we talked about O.J. Howard.
Yes.
If O.J. There's a team that can probably use an O.J. Howard. Last year of his contract, not making a ton of money.
Yeah.
He hadn't played well in preseason for us. We've got depth at tight end. Gronk, Brait, Tanner Hudson. McElroy is a guy they like, they've talked about. So it wouldn't shock me if O.J. Howard gets traded before Tuesday.
Well, yeah, you do have a point, but one of the things I still have to factor in, as I thought that he was probably the one that would have been traded last year when we signed Gronkowski, but we have to
remember he blew his Achilles out.
But for me, when it comes to the tight end position, we got to focus. We have to take into account injuries. Can they stay healthy? And
one thing OJ does better than all of them is block in the running game.
Right.
Brait's not a great blocker. Hudson's not a great blocker
at all.
Gronkowski's a good blocker, but he's got some age. So again, you might keep an OJ for one as an insurance policy for Gronkowski, especially in the running game.
And especially with us playing the extra game.
Yes. And that's another thing. We were very effective in the two tight end sets last year, Gronkowski and Brait. Mm-hmm. When that might be a Howard and Gronkowski or a combination of all three of them, play action. The tight ends that are effective create play action for Godwin and Antonio and Evans.
And just for the mere fact that both Gronk as well as OJ, how they command
the coverage
middle of the field.
That's it.
So
the Bucs been on the field here. This defensive series has been probably about 8 or 9 plays so far. So it's good for the Bucs to be on the field for 8, 9, 10 plays. To get that win, to get that conditioning down. Tyrod Taylor running, scrambles for about 6 as they get inside of the 20. You see him. You can see Devin got his hands on his waist. He's sucking with a little wind there. He ain't used to playing 10, 11 plays in a row like this. Tryon in the game. And again, the Bucs were great in the red zone last year, late in the season, defensively.
Mike Evans, I think last year had to be Mike Evans' best year in the red zone.
But defensively, holding them to field goal attempts.
Yes.
Third and 4 here on about the 16-yard line. Got timeout, Houston. What's the one position battle you want to see as far? It sounds like the only spot maybe up for grabs might be the guard spot, Kappa and Stinney.
It's no question that, for me, it's Kappa.
Yep.
When you talk Tristan Wirth, and arguably Tristan Wirth,
he'll be a Pro Bowl player.
Right. He was one of the best linemen
in the league last year.
I mean,
the
next for me was Alex Copper.
Yep.
The next for me was Alex Copper. I think Alex Copper had a great year last year.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong. It was Washington where I believe
he broke his leg. I think he broke his leg.
Yeah, and don't get me and all praise to Stinney for what he was able to do.
Kappa played well though.
But I have to go with Kappa. Yep. I believe it's Kappa's job to lose.
And I think tonight you're going to see a lot of Robert Hainsey, the third round pick out of Notre Dame. I think they're grooming him to be the center next year. I think this is probably salary cap.
Jensen is in the last year of his contract.
Big pay.
Kappa is in the last year of his rookie contract. Right. So
Hainsey will be a guy that they're going to want to get involved because he's going to be the heir apparent at one of those two spots.
One of those
probably.
Positions. And then we still got
Marpet and Donovan Smith on the left side. Yeah. Again, they re-up Donovan in the offseason for another 2 years, so he's going to be here at least another year. Right. And then Marpet's just solid. He's rock solid at left guard. And again, I think you're going to see depth on the offensive line. You got to have those. The odds of all 5 of those guys staying healthy all year is slim and none.
Right.
In this league.
And the name that I kept hearing a lot during training camp when it comes to the offensive line, number 60,
Leverett.
I'm hearing a lot of talks about him.
They like him. Very, very flexible. Can play in a lot of different spots.
And the good thing about when we talk about Hainsey and when we talk about Leverett, how they can play multiple positions on the line. So of course,
Garden.
It's easy to suspect,
center
that
and guard.
they're grooming Hainsey for that center position.
Yep.
But just how both of them, how they can play every position on the line, I just think that's a huge plus for the offensive line moving forward.
We are here at Ducky's on West Kennedy. Let's hear it from the crowd. Bucks up 6-0. Let's get a little clap.
Tampa!
If you're listening online, definitely come out. If you're in the area, stop by Ducky's. We'd love to have you. Have a drink, have some food. They got a great staff here, great atmosphere. We got the Rays game on too. Got the Bucks. Got other preseason games. It's a great place to come on Sundays for all the games. They have the full NFL ticket here. Watch them all. I do every week. I love watching 6-7 of them at a time.
Yes.
Not just the Bucks game. I watch them all, man.
Yes. You mentioned Mark.
Okay, here we go. Inside the 10, roll out. Nice job by the Bucks defense. Nice job by the defensive end containing Tyrod Taylor right there.
We just seen Devin White in coverage.
Yep.
Give me your thoughts in regards to his ability to cover. That was one of the knocks that he had on them last year. Of course, we know how amazing
he's
he is
aggressive. I think he gets sometimes a little too aggressive.
Pass rush.
He's a good blitzer.
Do you feel as though that he's
getting
that leap?
Yeah, he's getting there. He's probably never going to be the best coverage guy only because he's so aggressive and he loves to make plays.
Absolutely.
So sometimes he just overruns a play or gets himself out of. Nice job by the Bucks D here. Going to hold him to a field goal attempt. Jamel Dean on the tackle. You got defensive line. You got Ledbetter in the game. Another guy on the bubble. Whether they're going to be able to keep him. And remember, if a guy gets cut, he's available to every other team to pick up. Which we got to cut guys. There's no two ways about it. Guys can get put on the practice squad, but other active teams can pick a guy off go from one practice squad to the active roster of another team.
Absolutely.
So we got a lot of good players that aren't going to make this team, that we're going to lose some of these guys to other teams around the league. Just no doubt about it. They're going for it, looks like.
Down. Going for it on fourth
and 5.
And
he's down. He's
down.
Oh, no, he's still alive. Tyrod Taylor throws incomplete. Nice job by the defensive backs there. Had to cover for 5, 6, 7 seconds. And the Buccaneer defense holds. Yeah, you can tell they're a little tired. That was probably at least about a 15-play drive. So good job by the Bucs defense there. Mike Edwards, Jamel Dean, good pressure up front, and the Bucs will take over inside their own 10-yard line. Got a little commercial break here on the football coverage. But again, listening to NSPN all over the I Love St. Pete's network platform. Peter Blake running this show tonight. Congrats to Peter. I know we had some couple technical issues early on, but he is back and he's got us rolling.
Hey, Stan Arthur here for the I Love St. Pete Facebook group. If you're a business owner looking to connect with tens of thousands of potential new local customers, you owe it to yourself to get enrolled in our Key Tag Rewards program. Since 2019, we've signed up more than 200 local merchants. Sponsor opportunities are available too, such as our group banner ad and even your own custom key tags. Just go to stpetekeytag.com, get enrolled, and get ready to get busy. stpetekeytag.com.
We are back live. Duckies.
West Kennedy Boulevard, right down by the University of Tampa. Right here on beautiful Kennedy Boulevard. Definitely stop by if you're in the area. Got a nice crowd on hand for the Bucks game, Rays game. I'm even watching a little rodeo up there on the TV. We got other preseason stuff going on. What do you think of this Thursday night showdown with the Cowboys coming to town?
Oh, man. Well, we're 12 days away.
Yep. Thursday, week from Thursday coming up.
Oh, man. Just thinking about how exciting that night is going to be. Unveiling.
The stadium will be electric.
Yes.
You going?
Yeah.
You got tickets?
I will be there.
All right.
I will be there.
I got you.
So,
what are your thoughts on the Dak Prescott shoulder situation?
It's going to take Dak a few games to get acclimated. The Cowboys.
Their defense is suspect at best.
And the interesting thing, I was just talking with a buddy of mine a few days ago about this. That I remember, I don't know if it was 18, 19. It appeared that the defense was
coming.
So I'm not sure where the drop off.
Well, they got a new coordinator, Dan Quinn, who we know well from Atlanta.
Yes,
he's the DC now. Bucks take over on their 7, 1st and 10. Yeah, I mean that defense is. We know the Dan Quinn Atlanta defense is that Seattle cover 2, Brady back to pass, sieving them, gashing them. More Chris Godwin. Okay, good.
Okay,
he took a kidney shot right there, pretty good.
Yeah, that was scary for a second.
He's a little shaken up. You can tell he's a little gingerly running off there. A huge play there on a crossing route. He took a shot right in the ribs. But Godwin probably has 4 catches for about 80 yards right now, because that was about a 25, 30-yard catch on a crossing route. End of the first quarter, Bucks 6.
Houston 0.
Yes. But I like the last 2 possessions. Yes. Good start. Hurry up offense kind of situation. And that may be something we do more this year.
It's that momentum.
Because this hurry up offense stuff is good, hard to defend in the NFL.
So let's talk about our wide receiver depth.
Yep.
Now, of course, we know Mike Evans,
Godwin,
AB Godwin.
That's 3.
Scotty Miller.
That's 4. Who makes the 5th and 6th spot?
Is Tyler Johnson still in the mix for number 5?
Absolutely. You got Darden, the 4th round draft pick.
Absolutely.
They're going to probably keep 6 receivers and only make probably 4 to 5 of them active on a Sunday. So can Tyler Johnson play special teams? Can Darden be effective in the return game?
Absolutely.
Because they're probably not going to get a lot of touches in the normal flow,
right?
As far as that goes. Tyler Johnson, I think, Miller would a little bit, but it's not going to be. They're not going to be regular contributors. They got to be able to contribute on special teams.
Absolutely.
Is Justin Watson in the mix? I don't think so. I think he's not going to make it.
I don't think so.
He's been hurt. He's been hurt most of the time.
Hurt. Yes. He's still hurt. I want to say he's started training camp on the PU.
Yes, I don't think he's played at all the whole preseason.
Right.
So the odds of him making it are pretty slim, and he's not going to be a guy I don't think you can put on the practice squad. He might be a guy that just gets released and gets hooked up with another team.
Right.
Because they're not going to put. Remember, you're not going to put your high draft picks on the practice squad because they can be gobbled up by another team.
Absolutely.
So Trask, Darden, Hainsey, they're all going to be on the active roster.
Yes, agreed.
Same with Trask. Trask. That's a dilemma with Ryan Griffin. Right. They're not going to keep 4 quarterbacks. So is he a potential trade option for somebody as a backup quarterback?
That's a good question.
Because you can't put him on the practice squad either because of his years of experience.
His tenure in the NFL. So
unless they've changed the practice squad COVID rules, which they might have because of COVID. I know they had a provision where older players could still be put. But I don't think Ryan Griffin's going to be on the practice squad.
No, I don't think it. I think that is, again, it's Trask job.
Gabbert's the number 2 guy. First quarter stats: 123 yards passing for the Bucks.
-3 rush.
-3 rush. But I think they're one. There we go. There's Rojo with a nice carry. Interesting that Rojo's getting the first set of touches. My man Peter always says the victim of volume, Mr. Ronald Jones. But he's been getting the first 3 series. It's been Ronald Jones, not Fournette.
But Fournette did start the series where it appears that we started to get things rolling.
And it's going to be a committee. It's going to be a committee. I don't care what anybody says. They're both going to get touches. It's not going to be a guy. Not one guy's going to get 20 touches.
But I still think that it's going to eventually be
quick throw to AB for another 10. Nice job.
It'll be first down Tampa Bay.
Yep. Nice job there. Easy, safe pass. And, of course, Antonio's got to give a little flex after the play, a little point down the field.
That's AB.
That's AB. You're right. Can we keep AB on the straight and narrow for another year?
Yes. When you have Tom Brady in your locker room, when you have Jason Pierre-Paul.
I hope, man.
Devin White in your locker room.
I hope.
And when it's a championship involved, I don't think it's going to be hard to keep AV
I
on that
hope.
straight and narrow path.
Here we go. Play action. Nice throw out wide. Another easy pitch and catch to Antonio
Brown.
Another 15 yards. Pitch and catch against this Houston defense. And it should be. They're not very good. We should be able to carve them up.
Our top 3 wide receivers, do all 3 go over 1,000 yards this year?
No, I don't think so. That's pretty, because you got the tight end activity, you got Gronkowski, and all those guys are going to get touches. Brady, 10 of 12, 149 yards. That's a pretty good start. We like that.
There we go at the
Ronald,
running game.
there we go. Good job. My man Peters loves the victim of volume over here. He's getting some volume now, Blake.
All right, for the offensive line, getting some move.
Yep. We're gonna stay with this last drive, and then I'm gonna jet out. We're gonna bring in another guest for Jamal after this drive's over. Antonio getting a breather. Again, I think you're gonna see a half out of these guys. We've had 2 really good drives in a row here.
Oh.
A little out in front of Evans. I wouldn't say that's a drop. That's probably more Tom's. That's a little out in front. That play looked weird. Tom didn't look like he pivoted out of the snap very well. Like he went the wrong way on that. Coming up on 3rd and 3. O.J. Howard in the game.
O.J. Howard is in.
Can you catch the ball, O.J.? Please. I know you have a bad Achilles, but you didn't break your hand. That shouldn't affect your hands. Catch the ball.
Giovanni Bernard.
He'll be very effective in these 3rd and short situations out of the backfield. Excellent ball catcher and pass protector.
Giovanni Bernard.
There we go. OJ. There we go, OJ. Finally got a catch. First down and 10.
First down, Tampa.
He should be a dominant player in this league. With as physically gifted as he is, he should be a dominant player in this league. And he's had his moments of up and down, but not enough up moments.
Not enough of it.
Again,
he can't stay healthy.
Well, exactly. So the Bucs got a big decision at the end of this year contractually with him. 1st and 10 from the 13. Here we go. Run game. Oh, touchdown. Gonna walk in. Ronald Jones. Great job by our man Tristan Wirfs of setting the edge, cutting off that defensive end, and Jones walks in the end zone from 13 yards out to make it 12-0 Buccaneers. Great job there by OJ and Tristan Wirfs on the right side of the line. Nice job. The Nature Boy. Woo! As we predicted, we thought the Buccaneers would have some success on offense. Let's see if the protection can hold up. Can we make an extra point? Borregales makes the extra point, 13-0.
Borregales, that's my boy from the U.
He might get he'll be a practice squad guy because of these COVID issues. Suck up not playing tonight because of COVID. You'll see Borregales on the practice squad potentially. So as we head to commercial break, we got Tampa Bay 13, Houston 0 early second quarter. We will be right back.
Hey, Stan Arthur here for the I Love St. Pete Facebook group. If you're a business owner looking to connect with tens of thousands of potential new local customers, you owe it to yourself to get enrolled in our Key Tag Rewards program. Since 2019, we've signed up more than 200 local merchants. Sponsor opportunities are available too, such as our group banner ad and even your own custom key tags. Just go to stpetekeytag.com, get enrolled, and get ready to get busy. stpetekeytag.com.